Yo, what's going on, guys? Back out of another video. This is Akram. Don't mind the hair. I just got done swimming in my pool behind me, but I figured I'd drop this video, going over how why most of you guys are still unprofitable. It is the fact that you think practice makes perfect, when in reality, that's not how trading works. Practice does not make perfect. Self-reflection makes perfect. And what do I mean by this? Well, most of you guys think that you deserve profitability or that profitability is coming your way because you show up to the market every day and you take trades. You think that you can just show up, right, and practice taking trades, and then one day magically it's all going to click and then you're going to turn profitable. This is subconsciously what all of you think, because that was me back then. Subconsciously, that's what I thought. I used to think, oh, if I just show up every single day and do the same thing over and over, one day I'm gonna turn profitable. And I got smacked in the face multiple times, and I had to come to the realization that that's not how this shit works, bro. Practice does not make perfect. Self-reflection makes perfect. You need to self-reflect on your mistakes that you're doing and what's holding you back in your day trading. It's one of three things, guys. I say this shit all the time. It's either going to be your risk management is dog shit, which you need to be self-accountable for and hold yourself accountable towards, or it's going to be your strategy is dog shit, which I have a pretty decent strategy. I have a pretty crazy win rate with it, and some of my students have crazy win rates with it as well. One of my students got he's getting like a 2K payout tonight. He's had for the last 2 weeks 100% win rate with my strategy. So if you have a shit strategy, join a mentorship. Lower your ego, stop being arrogant, join a mentorship. Or the third thing is your psychology, right? You lack psychological control, and you just need to self-reflect as to what is holding you back in your psychology, right? What do you keep doing on a day-to-day basis, on a week-by-week basis that keeps holding you back? Is it just a crash out day? Or is it fear of entering trades? Or is it FOMO? Right? Which these are all videos I'm going to be making these are all going to be individual videos that I'll make videos on how to get over greed, or how to get over FOMO, or how to get over fear of entering a trade because you're scared it's going to lose, and all of these things. And so I'll be making these videos, but for this video specifically, I want you guys to realize and come to terms with, as the individual, that practice does not make perfect, bro. If you keep showing up to the market and keep doing the same thing you've been doing, you're going to keep getting the same results that you've been getting. That's it. Your results change when you change, when your mindset changes. So if you keep doing the same thing and practicing, nothing is going to change. 0 plus 0 will always equal 0. But if you self-reflect and analyze what you've been doing and what the actions you've been taking are recently that have been holding you back for the last 6 months, 1 year, 2 years in your trading, and pinpoint each thing, right? Dude, there's hella lizards, what the fuck? And pinpoint each thing and actually self-reflect as to what you've been doing wrong this whole time. Then you'll start being able to actually pursue perfection in trading. Obviously, it's unrealistic to be 100% perfect, but you can start chasing it and getting very, very fucking close. So shift your mental. Stop just showing up to the market and practicing and hoping that one day it's going to click. That makes no sense. Logically, it makes no fucking sense. What you need to do is self-reflect. Go back in your journal. Oh shit, you haven't been journaling. That's probably something you should start doing. Go look at your backtesting results. Oh shit, you haven't been backtesting. That's probably something you should be doing. Go look at your hindsight journal. Look back on the chart and see what trades played out before you start backtesting. Just mark out setups that you could have taken for the day that you didn't. Oh shit, you haven't been doing that. It's probably why you're so shit at your strategy. These are things you guys need to be doing every single day. This is what I call tying the camel. You pray to God to turn you profitable and be able to guide you towards achieving your goals, but you have to tie the camel at the end of the day. There's a story, it's a hadith, where a man was walking through the desert with his camel, and he saw a tree in the desert, and he wanted to take a nap. And he prayed to God. Before he fell asleep, he prayed really hard. God, please don't let my camel run away when I go to sleep and I wake up, and please let him just be right next to me. But what did he not do? He didn't tie the fucking camel. So guess what? When he woke up, the camel was gone, bro. So at the end of the day, guys, The lesson there is tie your camel. What is tying the camel? Making sure you journal every day, making sure you listen to your mentor every day, make sure you do the daily tasks that you have to do every single day, make sure you take one trade a day, make sure you journal that trade relentlessly, make sure you hindsight, backtest, listen to your mentor, trade his strategy, stay patient for setups, don't FOMO. Tie your camel. Trust the process that God has for you. Trust the process. Tie your camel. Understand, okay, I'm going to pray to God to turn me profitable, but I need to do my part on my end, which is tying the camel. I can pray to God day and night that the camel won't run away when I wake up, but if I don't tie it physically myself, nothing is going to change. So what do I mean by tying the camel is doing the daily tasks that I'm telling you guys to do every single day, and trust that God has a plan for you. Trust that God has a process for you. Self-reflect. What have you been missing out on? What have you not been doing? Get real with yourself, bro. You can pray day and night that God will turn you profitable. But until you start tying the camel and actually start putting in the work and actually doing your part on your end of the bargain, until then, God is not going to give you anything, bro. You don't deserve it. But once you pray to him and have faith in him and pray for the process, and then also on top of that, you're doing the work in the daily tasks every single day, and you're staying committed and staying disciplined and following every single word I say, then you actually deserve to turn profitable. You deserve it. And all of a sudden you will turn profitable. All of a sudden you are making money. In my Discord today, I have three students requesting payouts tonight. 3 students. First ever payouts. One of them is he got a payout yesterday and he's getting another one today. That's $1,200 in the last 2 days. Keep in mind, broke. He was completely broke. He just made $1,200 in the last 2 days straight to his bank account on Take Profit. Other guy, first ever payout. It's about to be like a, I don't know, 2-3K payout. First ever payout. Making his monthly salary in one payout. And it's just the start, right? These guys, I tell them the same thing that I'm telling you guys. Tie the camel. Put the inputs in. If you have a shit strategy, invest in a mentor. Trust that God is going to plan you with the right mentor. Pray, bro, you guys don't understand the value and the importance of God in your life, bro. He is the only one on this universe that can control everything. Why would you not have a good relationship with him if he's the only one that can turn you profitable and control your profitability? A lot of you fuckers are just arrogant, bro. You guys are arrogant. You guys don't think you need a mentor. You guys don't think you need a coach. You guys don't think you need to have a good relationship with God to turn profitable. You just say, oh yeah, God doesn't really determine my level of profitability. Do you understand the level of arrogance you have, bro? Do you understand? This is what I mean by self-reflection makes perfect. When you self-reflect without an ego in your way and genuinely just look at your life and look at the decisions you've been making without any arrogance, without any sort of ego blocking it, and denial, which is what most of you guys are in. You guys are all in fucking denial. You start to see problems that you have, bro, that you can solve and that will literally turn you profitable, that will literally start making you money. But until then, you guys would rather just live in arrogance and denial. And it's completely idiotic, bro. It's completely stupid. It makes no sense. Are you here to protect your ego or are you here to make money, bro? Lower your fucking arrogance, bro. God can't help the lazy, bro. God can't help the lazy. It's the same thing with the tying the camel analogy. If the guy was too lazy to get the rope and start tying the camel on the tree and he just slept instead and just prayed that God will let the camel stay there, the camel's going to be gone when he wakes up, bro. That's not how that shit works. God can't save the lazy, bro. You have to work. You have to work. If you don't want to do it, trading is not for you, bro. Trading is not for you. This business is not for you. Trading is one of the hardest skills to learn. One of the hardest high-income day trading. Day trading is one of the hardest high-income skills to learn. It is not easy by any means. For you to not think that you have to work 6 to 10 hours a day to get this to actually work, you're just being an arrogant dickhead. And it's going to take you years to see any sort of progression. Years. When it doesn't need to. It doesn't need to. You need to just tie the camel and trust the process that God has for you. Put the work in every single day, bro. That is what I mean by tying the camel. Put the work in every day. You don't miss a single day. And watch. Watch. Literally, your whole life will change. Watch. And then you're going to fucking DM me on Instagram. Bro, you changed my life. This, that. Yeah, no shit, bro. You should have just listened to me from the fucking start. Put the work in every single day, bro. Every single day. Do not miss a single day. Backtest for at least 1 hour. 30 minutes to 1 hour. Hindsight trade for another hour or 2 hours. Watch my lecture. Those of you who are in my Discord, watch my lectures and rewatch the old ones. Take notes on every single one. If you do just these 3 things, and you take 1 trade a day and journal that trade, you're almost guaranteed profitability, bro. You're almost fucking guaranteed profitability. I don't see how you would fail. But you guys just want this shit easy. You don't want to work. You don't want to tie the camel. You just want to pray to God every day and live off hopes and dreams. You really think you're really going to base your whole career off of hopes and dreams? Hopes and prayers. That word hope is literally banned in my Discord. Every time someone uses it, I ban them. I haven't seen someone use it in months. That word is banned. It's a cope. It's just cope. We don't live off that hope shit, bro. We working hard, we ain't having no hope. I'm pretty sure Gunna said that shit. Let me see. Working hard, we ain't having no hope. I sent this shit to my Discord like 3 weeks ago. Working hard, we ain't having no hope. That hope shit is retarded, bro. You're just coping. So tie the fucking camel, bro. Tie the camel. Put the work in every single day. The only reason you're scared to put the work in and the reason why you don't is because you don't think this shit's worth your time. You don't think it's actually going to work. You want to make it work just by cutting shortcuts. Fuck that. Fuck that. You should be wanting to take every step of the way. You should be wanting to face every failure in your journey until you make it to the top. Because then when you're facing every single failure head on, you're making so much progression and you're going to have such a good story to tell. But you fuckers would rather just try to get shortcuts. That's not how this shit works, bro. This is not how this shit works. Bro, this isn't a fucking TikTok reel where you can just skip through the video. This is life, bro. This is your journey. This is your career. You can't just fucking skip through it. You got to go through every step. And the longer it takes for you to realize that, the longer you just keep holding back your progress. And keep delaying your progress. Tie the fucking camel. Put the work in every single day, bro. Every single day. And then pray to God on top of that. Watch your fucking life change. Watch. Listen to the things I'm telling you and watch, bro. Over time, you will start seeing major progression. It's about the inputs that you guys are fucking not doing, bro. You are not doing you're not doing inputs at all. Some of you guys are just showing up and just practicing. Showing up, taking a couple trades a day, and going about your day. Not journaling, not backtesting, not self-reflecting, not looking back at your journal, not anything. And you expect to win. You expect to make major progression. Stop complaining, bro. Stop complaining that you're not there yet. Because you're not putting in the inputs that deserves you to get there. Simple as that, bro. Simple as that. So tie the fucking camel. Practice does not make perfect. Self-reflection does. Self-reflect on the things that you've been delaying, the things that you haven't been consistent with, the things that you haven't been doing at all, and start doing them. And on top of that, pray to God to get you to your goals. And put the work in every single day. Don't miss a single day. And I promise you, bro. I promise you. I don't see how you would fail. I don't see how you would fail. I don't. It's almost guaranteed. But right now, you just don't deserve it. You don't deserve profitability. That's why you're not there yet. So just remember that, guys. Practice does not make perfect, bro. You keep showing up and doing the same thing over and over, thinking you're practicing and getting better. You're not. You're not. You're going to stay in the same position. 0 plus 0 will always equal 0. Practice does not make perfect, bro. Self-reflection does. Remember that.